What's going on, you guys? Today we are fishing with this brand new Flight Feather spool from Nako Outdoors. If you guys aren't familiar with Nako Outdoors, we've been picking up some of their terminal tackle for the past couple of months. You can find them on Amazon. They have their own store as well. Definitely recommend go checking it out if you're just looking for like some cheap terminal. Very affordable products that they got there. Not so sure on their body baits. They've got some pretty expensive body baits like JDM type stuff. So jury's out on those. We have no clue, haven't fished them, no comment. Also, haven't fished this yet, but very excited to. So like I said, this is the Flight Feather BFS Reel. Look at that flashy little box there. Even comes in a cute little bag, so you got like your fancy pants set up for your BFS. We're not gonna be using those anymore. What we are excited for is to take a closer look at this, and then we're gonna add it to our Dobbin Sierra Ultralight Finesse bait casting rod. I'm excited for this combo, and we're gonna go fish it. Now, right out of the box, I wanna tell you guys a couple things about this that I noticed. Other than the fact that it is bright blue and orange, that is gonna be something that people either love or hate or literally just could care less about. So it was a bold choice on their part, good for them. It's certainly gonna stand out wherever the heck you're fishing with this thing. People are gonna notice it. So it's designed to mimic the colors of this bird right here, which is a kingfisher, and this blue and orange, which is freaking fire. Cool, so we got that. Okay, so inside it talks all about their design being based off of this kingfisher, and then we got some deets. So it shows two different versions of this. Right now we're gonna be fishing the lightest version, the 30S. Right there, you can see the spool. You can see that it's designed for 1/32 ounce all the way up to, according to this, ½ ounce, which I don't see how that's gonna happen, but sure. This is 4.4 ounces, that's right. You see that number right there? 4.4 ounces is pretty insane. And there's your technical stuff. You can pause to read for all of that. There you go. So short of all the technical stuff, let's just take an up close look. So we've got these awesome looking knobbies with this like silicone, maybe rubber. It doesn't say in the package, so I have no idea, but very grippy. And I like it. It's comfortable, it's extra grippy. Got the carbon handle there, which is, you know, just always flashy and of course light. We've got spool tension. No clickies on the spool tension. We're okay with that. It's fine. I'll survive. We got our drag set up right there. Solid feeling star drag. And then, yeah, we get to the actual body, right? So overall, pretty comfy grip. Feels almost, it's like the same size as a Corrado. Here we go. Yeah. So it comes in like a little oversized for some of the BFS stuff that you're seeing on the market now. A lot of the BFS reels that are dropping now, a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller. This one's certainly lighter, but not really downsized by that much. All in all though, still feels pretty comfy in hand. I'm just saying it's a mid to upper size BFS, so prepare for that if you're used to very small reels that you're dealing with right now. Overall feel of it feels kind of plasticky, which is, in here it says that their main body is made out of magnesium microcrystal die casting technology. Anyways, so, I mean, you got to do a lot of stuff to make this thing lighter. So it's got that feel to it, that plasticky feel to it, which I don't hate. I mean, I started on a Cast King Zephyr, so it's certainly an upgrade from that. Feels pretty good, pretty dense. Not a lot of wobble to it. Feels good there. Yeah, so let's look at a couple of the features. We've got our drag system adjustment here on the side. It turns backwards, so it goes from, oh, what? It goes from 0 to 9 to 12 to 18, which is an interesting way to adjust it. But as with any drag system, the higher that number goes, the closer your magnets are to the spool, therefore the more resistance you're applying to it. Let's take a look inside. So we pop off the side panel, which does have the nice secure latching system. I like to see that. There's your magnets right there. Pretty simple basic system that they got going on. Here's our spool. Look at that. Pretty solid, very light. We've already got this spooled up. So currently we have this spooled up with their braided line. This is Taipan. It's an X8. 23 bucks normally, so it's not super cheap. And we got this in a 20-pound test, which is 0.8 diameter. Like, this is thin line. This is perfect for BFS fishing type line. So that's that right there. I mean, overall, first impressions, again, other than the plasticky feel to it, I like the knobs, I like the grips. It's a mid to upper size BFS reel, which doesn't bother me too much, but if you have smaller hands, maybe it bothers you. Feels pretty good in hand. I'm excited to pair this up right now with the Dobbin Sierra Ultralight. It's a pretty sexy looking combo. I'll take it any day of the week. All right, so it feels good in hand. So the only issue I'm gonna run into is gonna be the rating on my rod. I don't have a Featherlight rod, so I'm gonna have a tough time casting a 1/32 ounce on this. It's really rated down to 116. Unfortunately, if I had a Featherlight rod, that would be a better opportunity. I don't. We're gonna have to add that to the arsenal down the line. For now, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna try to cast down to a 132 because that's what this is rated for. I should be able to cast really light stuff, and we're gonna pair it up with some fluorocarbon leader. They didn't have any on Nako Outdoors, so we're gonna go with our soft steel, which has been our fan favorite for the year, something we've been fishing all year long and loving. So this is the Tatakai fluorocarbon 6-pound test. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this leader on, and then we're gonna go hit the water, fish this thing as much as we can. There we go. Let's put it to the test, people. Oh, safest boat launch in history. Just out here risking it for the biscuit. Yeah, we're not gonna be spending much time back here. Gosh dang. This whole back area is swamp stew. And we're finally here. Took us a freaking while. New setup to play around with. Okay. Play around with this a little bit. Dial that spool tension in. Let's move the drag up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Holy freaking what? Okay. Hang on. This needs a lot of dialing in. Out of the box. Okay, we got drag is set. Drag's fine. So need to dial the brake up quite a bit and the spool tension up quite a bit. Okay, spool tension maybe. There we go. Spool tension's on. Dude, what the frig? That's a 132. Oh my gosh. There's a lot more resistance on this end. And I got a fish. And we have a fish. This is pure chaos. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Just throwing around a little mule burrow bug on a Ned. Because I was trying to dial this freaking reel in. Alright, okay. So, oh my God. What on earth? You guys. Okay, currently, I gotta retrieve this real quick. So this is a 1/32 ounce jig for mule fishing with just a burrow bug on it. This is the Flight Feather Reel out of the box. It's like, what on earth? Holy cow, it's casting too well. I'm dialing this brake up so much. I mean, I'm in the middle of the swamp. I can just bomb cast a 132? Holy cow. That is underrated for this rod, by the way. So this rod, this Dobbin Sierra Ultralight, is rated for, here, I'll show you so you can see on camera. 6'9", one piece, 2 to 8 pound test line, 116 to 516 is the weight. And this, by the way, I just realized is a light, it's an ultra finesse. It's a light, not an ultra light. So if I had the ultra light, it would be rated for 132. I do not. So, wow. For a reel that's underrated to the rod to be able to cast this thing this easily is pretty impressive, I would say. I feel like I could cast a 1/80th ounce on this if I had a featherlight rod. So it's certainly meeting expectations there. It can cast under 132 for sure. I've got the mag brake setting dialed up to between a 24 and a 30, which, what does this max out at? It maxes out at 30, so I'm like near the top. The issue I ran into is if I back this off, I've got the spool tension dialed in just enough. Like, it really wants to go. I think with a little practice, like, there's gonna be a lot of thumb control, which I'm not really used to doing too much with on BFS, just haven't had to on the other reels I've used. You could bomb this thing. Dude, this is unbelievable. There we go, there's another fish. A little better. Come here. So drag's working really well on the reel. Drag is working really well. Here's a little small bassy boy. Another one falls prey to the burrow bug, as they all do. Another nice little dude on the new Flight Feather reel. So I should throw this out there in the beginning. This reel is $169 and it casts like a dream. Like, it feels smooth. Reeling feels smooth. It's that magnesium alloy. Like, it feels solid as heck. I was a little worried about that, like how light it feels. I gotta dial this drag. I mean, the brakes for me, I'm setting at like a 26, 27. Seems to be a little bit better. Got him. Another one. Oh no, they're loving the burrow bug. Got the little chartreuse head jig on here today. Dude, no issue cast. Super smooth cast, no problem whatsoever. Like, the distance you're capable of on this is insane. A 132 rated. Oh, bass? What? Dude, he's going freaking nuts. He's going freaking nuts. He's everywhere. He just buried himself. Did I lose him? I think I lost him. He just buried himself. I gotta back him out. Yep. No, I got him. Oh, that's a good fish on ultralight. Gosh dang. Look at that salad right there. Oh my gosh. Let's get rid of the salad. Okay, maybe not. All right. Stop. There we go. Decent one out of the slop. Gosh dang. All right, you guys, verdict for the day on the Flight Feather reel. This one's coming from Nako Outdoors. Big fan, huge fan. I need some practice on it, honestly, but the fact that you can cast those super light lures, jigs, whatever else it is that you've maybe been putting off on your normal BFS setup, maybe you're only fishing on spinning rigs. If you wanted to be able to fish it on a bait finesse system setup, you can on this. Now, it's not the only reel out there that's obviously good at this. There's plenty of other ones that exist. I think for 169 bucks, we have to look at this reel as a pretty solid heckin' value. You got that magnesium alloy, so it's super light, feels sturdy on the catches though. We caught a couple like okay fish on it today, and I was very confident in that reel, so that was nice to see, let alone being able to cast those 132s as far as I want, really. With a little finesse, a little practice, I think I can get it nailed down where you can have even further casting distance on this. I'm by no means an expert at casting, so take that with a grain of salt, whatever you saw me doing there, but it felt really good for me. It's my verdict. We don't work with these guys, they don't sponsor us, so you know, we want to be able to give our authentic and honest feedback on this. If I spent 169 bucks on this reel, I'd be super happy. So that's my opinion. If you're looking for a sort of a mid to upper tier BFS, well, we're gonna call that a mid-tier BFS at 169. You're gonna have like the arc fishing reel there, as well as a few other ones. Then you have like your lower tier where you could get like the Cernoia Dark Wolf. You can get the Cast King Zephyr. I've had those. Paul has the Cernoia. Like, they're fine. They're totally fine. The Cernoia is definitely better than the Zephyr in our opinion. This reel, it's a nice tier up. It's definitely a nice step up, and I'm a big fan of it. I would love to see it in some different colors. That's one verdict. Like, it's fine. Somebody commented it looks like Optimus Prime. Totally hear ya. Totally get it. Would love to see it in a few different colors. Other than that though, man, like there's really not too much about it that like I wasn't happy with. So if you guys are looking for a nice reel under 200 bucks that'll let you cast that super light stuff for your BFS, this is probably the one for you. Stay tuned when we get the arc in, because that was pre-ordered. I don't have it yet. Hopefully we'll have it by November. I might not get to fish with it this year, which sucks, but I will go cast it regardless of how cold it is. I promise you guys, we'll get out, we'll put it to the test, and we'll see what we see with that one. But this one, solid. Think you guys will like it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, if you guys like the content, be sure to subscribe and maybe hit that notification bell so that you guys are alerted whenever we drop new content. We'll see you guys on the next one.